Okay, here's the last part here, and they ask you to find the inverse. Determine the inverse of this function, y equals 1/5 to the x power. Well, you get 1 mark if you just switch x and y. That's what an inverse is. It's x and y have traded places. And that's what you do. There's the inverse, but they said make it in the form y equals. Well, there's the base. Y is the exponent, and an exponent is a log. So the log of x to base 1/5, because there's the base, is equal to y. You don't need to put a log in front of each thing here like this, and you can go straight from here to here. And it's true that this is 5 to the minus 1, and it is the negative of the log of 5 there. Anyways, you can write it like that, but you're okay to write it just like this. Okay, let's try this now. This was the part that was a little bit tricky for some people here. It says sketch the graph of f to the minus 1 of x. Well, you know, it's almost easier to think about it like this. You know that 0 and 1 worked in the other graph when we sketch it. That means 1 and 0 must work right here. You know that if you put minus 1 in here, 1/5 to the minus 1 is 5. Sorry, if you put minus 1 in here, into this function here, if you put minus 1 into this function here, that's what I meant to say, 1/5 to the minus 1, 5 to the minus 1 is 5. So look, for this function, minus 1 and 5 is the point. That means the inverse one, if we swap these, 5 and minus 1 works in the inverse fund. Oh, does that work? Yeah, 1/5 to the minus 1 gives us an x value of 5. It's almost easier to look at the inverse in this form. It is, especially for the next question, because it says when is the inverse, the y value, greater than or equal to minus 2? Well, if I put minus 2 in there for y, 1/5 to the minus 2 gives me 25. So way down here, I cheated and got GeoGebra to actually graph these things. Way down here, there you are at minus 2. So if I pick a number bigger than 25, I'll get numbers even smaller than, more negative. It'll keep going down and down. So if I want values that are going to give me numbers bigger than minus 2, I need x to be less than or equal to 25. And I didn't write that. That's the answer they have right here. X is less than or equal to 25, and I'm looking at right here. If I pick any x value like here, 25, 20, whatever, 5, all the way less than, I'm going to make my minus 2, I'm going to make my y value greater than or equal to minus 2. That's a little tricky, and you really have to understand these graphs and their inverse pretty well to be able to do this. Oh, I hope this helps.